Hello students, today we see the next point in the plant water relation, and that is absorption of water. In absorption of water, we see here the diagram of plant which show the water is absorbed by root, and then that water is goes in upward direction through water conducting elements which is supplied to all plant parts, and the water is lost by leaves by the process of transpiration. So the actual process of water absorption we see in this point. Also we see the theories for mechanism of water absorption. We are going to see two theories, active absorption and the passive absorption. In active absorption there are two subpoints, the osmotic theory, non-osmotic theory, and the passive absorption. Now here the diagram will show the root here, TS of the dicot root, and it show how the path of water when it absorbs water. Now we see all these steps one by one. So first when we see this diagram shows this is the root hair. This root hair is in direct contact with the soil water. These are the epidermal cells. Then these are the cortex cells. It is endodermis. Then this is pericycle, and it is actually the water conducting cells or the water conducting stands. So the when water is absorbed, how the process takes we see one by one. Root is underground part of plant. Root hair is with high osmotic pressure, and it is in direct contact with soil water. The osmotic pressure is progressively decreased from outermost cortex cell to water conducting tissues like xylem. The water from soil diffuses into root hair as a result of diffusion pressure gradient. The cell sap of root hair is with higher solute concentration and low chemical potential than outside soil water. Because of this, absorption of soil water takes place through semi-permeable membrane of root hair cell from outer side water into root hair cell. By this way, water moves from cell to cell and reaches cortical cells by process of endodermis. As a result, cortical cells they become turgid and exhibit progressive decrease in their osmotic pressure. Suction pressure is also changes in these cells, which is maximum in xylem elements. The water conducting xylem elements having maximum suction force. Continuously they draw water from cortical cells and finally from the root hair cells. It means from the path of water is from root hair cells to cortical cells, and then from cortical cells to the xylem element. The force with which water is drawn from soil is mainly nothing but the difference between osmotic potential in soil water and xylem element. Due to continuous removal of water from xylem elements by aerial leaves, that is the aerial organs, central xylem cylinder having always the increased suction pressure. This suction pressure in xylem element, it draws water from soil through root hairs via cortical cells, and this is nothing but the mechanism of water absorption. There are two theories for water absorption. First one is the active absorption theory, and next one is the passive absorption theory. When we see active absorption theory, water absorbed as a result of various activities in the cells of root system and not due to any physiological processes in the aerial shoot system is nothing but the active absorption theory. Active absorption theory consists of two sub-theories, osmotic theories and non-osmotic theories. In osmotic theory, water is absorbed due to differences in the osmotic pressure between soil water and cell sap. The osmotic pressure in the soil water is low due to less solute concentration, while osmotic pressure in the cell sap is relatively very high due to high solute concentration. Water enters the cell by endodermis from soil to root hair cells. The non-osmotic theory, water absorption is active process. The energy required is supplied by respiration. Relation between respiration and non-osmotic absorption of water can be observed in the form of number 1, wilting of root cells in waterlogged soil, indicating respiration is essential to maintain turgidity in the cell. Next, number 2, respiratory inhibitors reduce the rate of water absorption, also indicate that respiration is essential for absorption. Number 3, process of absorption is observed only in living cells, indicating that respiration is required for the process. When we see passive absorption theory suggests aerial organs, that is leaves, are responsible. In leaves there is a transpiration, and due to transpiration there is a suction pressure or suction force is developed, which is essential for absorption of water by roots, which originates in shoot system. As a result of water absorption, the when we see the rate of water absorption and transpiration are approximately equal, and these two processes are interconnected. This theory is accepted by maximum scientists. There are certain views which supports the transpiration pool is the force which helps the movement of water against osmotic gradient. It is purely physical process, not requiring energy. The rate of absorption of water is much faster than rate of normal diffusion, especially when transpiration rate is very high in leaves. Thank you.